After the year we've had, taking a vacation has never sounded so good.
All right, and while the CDC still does not recommend flying right now, more and more Americans are getting vaccinated, and they're starting to plan their first getaway as soon as restrictions are lifted.
All right, so what is the reality and what are the restrictions for traveling? And what about the trends? Travel reporter Dayvee Sutton has your answers. Hi, Dayvee.
Hi, Dayvee.
Okay,
hi, guys.
Dayvee, I think everybody has an itch. You know, people canceled summer vacations last year. Nobody went on spring breaks last year. So talk to us about when we can start to travel.
Okay, so if you actually see a travel deal, maybe you should book it now and go later, even up to a year later, because as things start to open up, the demand for travel is going to surge. And when demand surges, then so will the prices. And we're already seeing that with our older populations who are vaccinated. They're already on the move. And if you know anybody, like you just mentioned, who what they say their plans are after the pandemic, it's going to be one hand and two hands that they are going to travel. So this is what your strategy should be. If you are booking, don't go for the lowest fares. In the times past, we've always said get those lowest fares. Invest a little more into your ticket price, something that offers more flexibility, because there are a lot of factors in the air when traveling these days, and that's one way to protect you against that.
So should you, if you are booking, let's pretend like you're booking right now, and you, I can already see the prices are going up. I was looking around. Is travel insurance one of those things that you should definitely get so that if something goes wrong?
You know, I always say that you should get travel insurance, even if it's not a pandemic. The only time you shouldn't get travel insurance is if you can afford to lose the entire cost of your trip, and most people cannot. Now, what's different is that generally travel insurance doesn't cover pandemics or epidemics, but some travel insurances are now offering COVID-19 protections and options. It's an upgraded service. So this is how it will work. You'll get your travel insurance. You'll search for pandemic coverage. Not all insurances will offer that. And for example, Allianz, they announced this week they will offer something specific for COVID-19. And you should get travel insurance for the entire cost of your trip, not that insurance that's at the bottom of your flight or your hotel when you're booking. And it should be about 5 to 7% of your trip cost. So if your trip costs $2,000, then you should expect to pay about $100 to $140.
Okay, so what about international travel? When can we expect to start doing that again?
Okay, so it's complicated right now because we see on our Instagram feeds that people are heading to Mexico and the Caribbean, but right now all the U.S. government agencies do not encourage international travel. The CDC says for essential reasons only, and the State Department actually warns that if you go abroad and something happens to you, you get stuck, there's nothing that you can do about it. So if you decide to travel right now, that decision is personal, but you need to consider all the consequences and circumstances.
Including maybe even quarantining when you get home for days after. Some people get home from vacation and think, oh, I'm going to work on Monday, but you're not going to work on Monday. Okay, so for people who aren't flying but are thinking about renting those RVs, I thought the RV craze was over. I thought it was like the beginning of the pandemic.
The RVs are like the cold shoulder tops. Well, they're gone.
Well, I just thought it had its moment, but am I right or wrong?
No, we're going to continue to see that. The numbers even surge even more. You know, the main reason is that most families aren't comfortable yet to start flying. And so what makes RVs so fun, though, Hoda, is that it's like a hotel on wheels. In fact, that's how my family took vacations growing up. So it's a little nostalgic for me. And these days, there's so many ways that you can do it without buying one. You can rent one through a local dealer. You can find through sites like Go RVing or peer-to-peer programs like Outdoorsy. That's like directly from somebody else who has ones that they're not using it. And some campgrounds already have the RV set up. So if you're not comfortable driving that huge, truck around, you can just go there. And it's really affordable for families. Just starting at $100 a night, you can rent an RV.
Yeah, price is right.
I know, that's great. I told Hoda that I thought the RVs were going to stick around.
Okay, she's right. She didn't tell me that.
Now, but what about the cozy cabin? Talk about that trend.
You know, cabins in the woods aren't what they used to be, and there's so many fun options. They're like tiny homes. For example, there's this cute Western-themed cabins that are in Thousand Trails, Rancho Oso in Santa Barbara, and they even have covered wagons. So cute. Prices start about $129 a night. And of course, you can camp or pull up an RV. They have 310 acres there. And the campground dates back to 1845.
Wow. And just a last quick question. If you're debating, should I get a hotel or like an Airbnb or one of those rental things, what would you choose?
Okay, so that depends on the experience that you want. For example, if your family wants to cook meals, stay longer, a rental may be the way to go, but also you forfeit some of those amenities like cleaning and turn down service. But hotels are usually centered in the city locations and easy access to sightseeing and the restaurants and the bars. So, and also everything's guaranteed at hotels. They have a standard via their corporate chain versus a rental, which is managed by the individual owner.
Sure.
So it really depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, a lot of people check prices and just decide that way too.
Yeah.
All right.
Dayvee,
Thanks,
thank
Dayvee.
you so much.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.